Good afternoon. Another video on the Cars Jeff Buys channel. Remember the name. Here's another car that Jeff buyed. So we're going to have a look at this Volvo that's just come in, 850 2-litre manual 10 valve. Also an update on the Smithy car is on eBay. It's at 1350 at the moment, 1,350 quid. Ends in a couple of days, going pretty well. The Renault, can't see a thing. I'll show you an update on the Renault. We might have a little look at Linden's Sapphire Cosworth, but most importantly, this is the first video that I filmed down here in October. That means there's a new month on Linden's workshop calendar. Let's go and check it out. Boom. Instant demonetization from off of YouTube for inappropriate content. However, this channel's not monetized. I haven't got 1,000 subscribers yet. So you can look at boobicles all you like. Right, let's have a look at this Volvo. Now, found this on Facebook Marketplace. It was listed at 950 quid, which I thought was too cheap. And the seller then found out that it was too cheap because of the amount of messages that he had. But he saw one from Jeff and he thought, I bet that's Jeff Buys Cars from YouTube. So we got chatting and here we are. The car arrived yesterday on a truck. I've taken it around the block and drives beautifully. Why does it drive beautifully when it's got, drum roll please. Hey, imagine if I could edit a drum roll in there. Look at the mileage. 284,532. That is the second highest mileage Volvo 850 that I've had on the channel, and that's part of the reason why I bought it. All right, that seat is not the best. I've got a full set of leather seats for an 850 if you can make the electronics work with this car, because the seats that I've got are electric. Look at the condition of that. Not bad for almost 300,000 miles. In the back, it even comes with some spare alloy wheels. Interestingly, that is the Smithy replica car. The actual Smithy car had these wheels on. So maybe for the person that does buy that car on eBay, we can do a deal where you end up with these wheels and then it's a more accurate Smithy replica. Conversation for another day. This is the base spec car. So this is the, I forget what that interior is called, but this is the lowest spec interior that you can get. Wind up windows in the back. Still got heated seats though. But there is an interesting story to this car, which I'll tell you. But first, look at this list of recent works. Clutch, fuel pump, CV joints, both rear calipers, rear discs and pads, front discs and pads, near side front wing, both front wishbones, both drop links, brake flexi hoses, fuel filter, track rod ends, plugs, leads, cap, rotor arm, alternator, expansion tank and hose, rear springs, front struts and springs and top mounts, rear suspension bushes, new battery and new wiper blades. Well, that'll explain why it drives absolutely beautifully with no knocks and bangs at all. It's a 2-litre manual gearbox, 850 estate. Because it's only a 2-litre, that means you really have to work it to get the fun out of it. Might be a second gear corner here. This would not be a second gear corner in a car with a bigger engine. It's a small engine, manual box, needs the catalytic converter deleted. Come on! But listen to it. I'm going to redline it and I know it's not going to break. Change gear at 6,500 RPM. This 5-cylinder engine just is able to take all manner of abuse. It's a very tight feeling car. It drives really, really well. And it's a lovely colour. And it's rare. But you know what the best thing about this car is? Hang on, I'll tell you. This is actually a famous car, but nobody knows it yet. If you look on the windscreen there, there's a tag, see that there? That says Practical Classics display car for Bewley Auto Jumble. Now, I believe that what's about to happen is this car was bought by Practical Classics magazine to do a feature to see whether they could buy a car fill it full of car parts, and then go to Bewley Auto Jumble, sell all the parts out of the back of the car and sell the car. So this car is going to be in Practical Classics magazine. Famous car, but the magazine hasn't even come out yet. I've now got the car, not completely sure what I'm going to do with it, but it's quite nice. And as you all well know, I can't resist a high mileage Volvo 850. Now, let's go and take a look at my progress on the Renault, and this will be a quick end to the video because I haven't done all that much. But that's all coming soon. Back to the Renault then. Yeah, if you look on the front here, Showground and Vehicle Car Park Pass, Practical Classics. So, famous car. Also, it's been owned by Anne Race Marshall, who clearly takes things very seriously, as all race marshals do. So you've got these weird custom fog lights. I've not tried them yet, but I'm willing to bet that that would illuminate a crash on a racetrack in the sort of way that would be good enough for the emergency services. Look, really, really good front wings on a Volvo 850 on my channel. They've always got, oh no, that one's not so good. They've always got holes in, these wings have. So, we've got the race marshal thing. This person's very proud of being a race marshal. In the back as well, there's something that was plugged in here. What was that? Was that like a light bar or something? Something race marshal-y. And then on the boot, which is rusty, Marshall Heroes, Alton Park, Marshalls do it in orange. Alton Park, Marshalls on tour. So, a very serious vehicle that has clearly had a very serious purpose. I'm almost amazed that there's no holes drilled in the roof for orange light bars. But there we go, maybe I can do that. What should I do with this Volvo? I don't know. I really don't know. I think this is going to be the launch car, the first one for my new car competition website, which is coming soon. It's in the works. All of that's happening this week. So maybe this will be the first Jeffel car on the new format. Not the Cosworth though, don't get excited. This is Lyndon's Sapphire Cosworth project. He's had it for years. I keep trying to encourage him to sell it, but I don't think he will. But if you send like 18 grand his way, I reckon he'd part with it. Right, my Renault. The last time I showed you this car, I had used this silent oat sound deadening in the floors and the back. But now, because everybody commented saying, make sure you do your wheel arches, today I've finished the job inside the car. I've done the wheel arches, front and back. So this car, I'm gonna zoom out. Oh, look, I can zoom out. There we go. So this car is now ready to have the interior put back in and some carpet. Quite fancy getting someone to fit the carpet for me. I'll give it a go myself though. Underneath the front, can you remember what this looked like? It was
a homeless man in the bonnet.
And underneath it's relatively clean. Yeah, that can come out. I will carpet that at some point. So we'll be dynamatting that and then filling it with carpet. Absolutely haggard. And I probably didn't need to silent oat sound deaden underneath here, but I had enough left to do it, so I did it. Nice piece of carpet in there. So that's as far as I've got with the Renault. The next thing I need to do with this car is spend £600 on bits and bobs coming from France, and I haven't done that yet, so I need to do that. Right, I think that's everything for today. So we'll have another car video later this week. Wow, the sun is shining, although the sky does look funky, but we don't talk about the sky on this channel. As I said, that Volvo drove really, really well. So now I've got, it's like Pokemon, isn't it? I'm trying to collect them all. I've got a 2-litre manual and a 2-litre auto. Oh, that's it, yeah, okay, if you're still watching. Final update on what's going on with the eBay listings. I put 4 cars on eBay just the other day. I'll take a seat in the back of my Marshall car. I put 4 cars on eBay last week. Fly on my ear. The Smithy Volvo, the Mercedes-Benz SL, the BMW 320 Touring, and the Ford Fiesta. I started them all at 99p with a 7-day auction, and they're all doing all right. The BMW, when I last looked, was up to about 1,800 quid. The Fiesta's at 700. The Smithy Volvo, as I said, is at 1,350. And the SL is at around about £2,000. I think the SL is going to do 3 and a bit grand. I think the BMW won't make it to the end of the auction. because there's a man who's contacted me who wants to come and see it tomorrow. And because eBay is full of messes, and because it might be the case that someone wins it and then decides that actually it was their dog who did the bidding and they didn't actually want to buy it, the amount that he's offered me is respectable, and I could do some money to spend on my Renault. So the BMW may not make it to the end of the auction, but all the others will. I reckon the Smithy Volvo will finish at 1600 quid. I think the Fiesta will do 1100 quid. And as I say, the SL will do £3,500. But all of those cars are on eBay at the moment. And I bought something very special the other day, which I'm not showing you quite yet because I haven't yet decided what to do with it. That car's in for MOT tomorrow. So, launched a new channel, going hell for leather on car stuff, and lots of cars coming in and going out. Hope you're all well. Hope everything's good with you. Hope all your cars are well. And please don't mention the skies. Thank you for watching.